from each person to pay for the papers. So I had to keep track of all that. And then at the end of the week, or during the week, it's one day every week. I forgot what day it was. Maybe Monday or something. We had to turn in so much money for the papers to our route manager. Okay, he was the guy that would deliver the papers to us on a corner on 7 Mile Road and Northwestern Highway, where all the paper boys that were assigned to him would wait for the papers to come every night or every late afternoon for delivery, on the weekends. And then we'd also pay him for the papers. So we would pay him less for the papers than they cost the customers. And we would be able to keep the difference. But we had to collect from each customer for the papers each week. So that was another part of what we had to do. So we'd go around maybe in the afternoons or whatever and collect the weekly amount that they would pay for their papers, each customer. And then we'd have to pay the manager of the route, and he worked for the Detroit Free Press, for the papers. So if the paper was a dime, we'd have to maybe pay him 5 or 7 cents a paper, a newspaper. And we kept the profit. And also when we collected money from the people we delivered papers to, many of them gave us tips for the week. So we'd get a tip in addition, to that. So you understand all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
I had a paper bag, and it said Detroit Free Press on it. It was made out of canvas. It was, I think, white. It said Detroit Free Press, or the Free Press. And we, after when the papers were dropped off, we'd have to fold them up a certain way so that we put everything in our paper bag that said Free Press on it, and we tie that to the front, our handlebars, so it was right in front of us, and you could just pull the paper out and toss it onto the house porch, so that the people could come out and get their papers. And they always expected the paper to be there, around 6 o'clock at night, 6:30, whatever. So we always had that to do. So that was it.
all right, and then,
So we collected for each paper, the papers once a week. And, people would give you a tip. Somebody would get a quarter or something like that for a tip. That's a long time ago, so that was a decent tip. Or sometimes they give you 50 cents. Every so often someone would give you $1. That would be, incredible. And for that, you'd be delivering the papers basically every day of the week. Because you had Monday through Friday with the regular papers, and then you had the Saturday paper and the Sunday paper. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I remember about it, okay?
yeah, and then, do you think, things are better quality now or when you were, a kid?
Did I think what?
Do you think, I don't know, toys are, better quality now or, back then?
What, the toys?
Yeah, quality.
I really don't know.
All right.
Do I think they were better quality?
Yeah.
What? I really can't say.
All right.
They were different. Some were different kind of toys.
Yeah.
I mean, they may have been better quality then, some of them. You know, they did.
What did you wear as a kid?
What did I what?
Wear
When?
as like a kid, like 14 or something.
T-shirt. Yeah, blue jeans and a white T-shirt. Usually. Gym shoes too. Generally, that's the low cut, the high kind.
Yeah.
That's what they had then. The low cut were more like tennis or women. You know, they want.
Yeah. Is your mother calling me now? Is she going to call me, Danny, about picking up Anna?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me ask some questions. What else you want to ask?
How did cameras change over the years?
Generals?
No, cameras.
Oh, cameras.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, it was just like you'd get a camera and you'd have to put a roll of film in the camera. You know, load it in the camera. Cameras were made out of plastic. Maybe some were metal, 35 millimeter. But for the most part, when kids went to camp, they had a camera, and you would put film in it that was, it would come in a box, the film. You buy, you know, they sell them in drugstores and stuff like that. And you got to take the film out of the box and then load it into the camera and by hand and close the back of the camera. The cameras were plastic, basically. They're pretty simple. People had 35 millimeter cameras, but you didn't see all that many of them. And they were not as automatic. You had to set everything by hand, a lot of it. So, but that's what it was. So the cameras were different.
And then do you think things cost more or less to